and good morning and happy Friday. I already see I got people in the chat. I'm super excited about that. I'm glad you guys are here with me today. So let me see. I've got my friend Michelle who's not going to join because she's got to take a family member to the doctor. So I hope that goes well, Michelle, and I'll see you next week, hopefully. Nicola, thank you. It's happy Friday. Betsy, hello from Illinois. Angie, hello from Northern Illinois. How fun is that? Okay, so I've got some fun stuff today. I'm very excited about it. I didn't go live last Friday, so glad to be back doing it again today. I'm glad you guys are here to join me. I'm going to be creating a couple of tags using Lea Lawson's SBC Fest kit. Now, SBC Fest is put on by scrapbook.com. It's a free event. You can buy their kits to go along with their classes, or you can just watch, but watching is free. They play it on YouTube. I've been an instructor for them a couple of times, and so it's so much fun. And they have giveaways. Like, it's a good time and you learn a lot of stuff. So scrapbook.com sent me a few products from a few different kits. I don't have her full kit. I have everything but the stencil, but I'm going to substitute a different stencil. I do have everything linked and listed for you guys below in the description, and there's a few things that you could just get separately, but the kits are usually a really good price if that's something that you wanted to do. So again, that's March 13th. That's a Friday, so it's like an all-day event. Super, super fun. So we're going to be making tags out of that. But first, I wanted to share a couple of new releases from Lawn Fawn and Honeybee Stamps just real quick with you. I don't have the full Lawn Fawn release. They just send me a few products because I'm on their design team, but I do have the full release of Honeybee Stamps. Their release just went live last night, and I believe Lawn Fawn went earlier this week. So I'm going to grab that and flip my camera around. We're just going to run through that really quick because they're fun products, and then we're going to get to making our tags. So let me go here. All right, let me just grab Lawn Fawn really quick. I love Lawn Fawn. This is one of the first companies that I started playing with their products. They're just so darling. So we're just going to go over this quickly because I think it's fun to share. This is a stencil. This is the basket weave stencil, and I think this has multiple stencils in it. So yeah, there's 2 stencils in it, and you're going to make this darling basket weave. How fun is that? And then they have there, and ignore some of my stuff because I'm on the design team. I don't always get it in the proper packaging. You guys would if you ordered it. This is the Stampin' Stencil Easter egg. So you have your stamp, your coordinating die, and then there's a stencil inside to color these images, which is really, really awesome. Then you have, and it's going to color the eggs. This stencil here is going to color the little critters. So if you're not someone who loves to color, this is actually pretty fantastic to have coordinating stencils, and I love that they started doing that. I personally love to color, but I have used these, especially if you're trying to make a quicker card. Then there is the I Like Big Butterflies. Let me turn this over this way. How cute is that? I love these little images and some fun sentiments. Coordinating dies, of course, and then coordinating stencils to color your images. Then there is the flower gift box. And so it's going to make a little flower. You've got your petals. Looks like your little stamen maybe for the center. But I love that. You can put lots of treats in that. Way fun. This is so cute, and I cannot wait to play with this. This is the Build-A-Critter Spring accessories. So Lawn Fawn has Build-A-Bunny and Build-A-Fox, and there's Halloween and Christmas, and there's something else, and I can't think right now. But then they have the spring one, and how cute is this? Those are like a little chicken, an egg, a flower, like darling. And then, of course, this beautiful paper pad. And again, this is not the whole release. I don't have their whole release. I'm just sharing what they sent me. But I'm sure I'm going to go order some products because I just think they're so, so pretty. Let me get this open really quick. And then we'll pull up Honeybee Stamps, and then we'll get to making some gorgeous tags. I love Lawn Fawn's pattern papers. They are so pretty. So you have these different colors, and so you're going to have flowers and like, it looks like a bunch of little leaves. Let me hold this up closer so you guys can see. How cute is that? And then you're going to have them in all the fun, different colors. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my gosh, I love these. Ooh, look at that green. That is so pretty. So this is the 6x6 paper pad. There's 36 sheets with 12 coordinating designs. Okay, so that is Lawn Fawn. I'm just going to place that behind me. Let me grab Honeybee. Honeybee is much bigger because, again, this is the full release. Let me pull it out really quick. So many things. Okay. I'm not very organized in my box right now. But let me just see. We've got stencils, paper, and there are the, oh my gosh, what are they called? The layering guides for all of the lovely layers. I believe you guys get layering guides. I have those too. Okay. Let's go through this really quick. So Honeybee has gorgeous pattern papers. This is a 5.5 by 8.5 sheet, which is really great because this will make a 5x7 card, an A2 size card, or whatever. You can do a slimline, a mini slim. So this is really fantastic. This is called Urban Roots. Lots of pretty paper in there. Also, Honeybee Stamps does a freebie, and I think it's if you spend $100, but don't hold me to that because I don't remember. But the freebie is this sentiment and coordinating die. It says, "You are the best," which is really cute. You have this gorgeous Steady Waters stencil. Let me pull it out. There is. It's a 2-layered stencil. Gosh, it's hard to see, guys. I'm going to see. Let me put it on. No, this is just hard to see. So I'm going to try my best. Okay, I think you can see a little bit. You can see that this has water. And then you have 2 layers to that. And there's a little bit of bird. There's 3 birds in the sky. This is so pretty. Hopefully you can see that. Some of these stencils are really hard to see. This is the Refined Details. This is a set of 6 stencils. Oh, here we go. So you kind of have all of these fun layers. This is the Forced Lines stencil. Or sorry, Forged Lines. I can't read. So this is a very guy-centric release. This is the Gears 3D embossing folder. Oh, I think that's so pretty. I love that one. Auntie Caffeine Crafts, hello. Hello, Elaine. I'm glad you guys, we're just starting. Right now I'm just sharing new releases from Lawn Fawn and Honeybee, and then we're going to get working on our tags, which is going to be fun. This is the Tooled Leather. Actually, this release is not for right now. Okay. Let me go. We've got tons of lovely layers dies, which is going to be fantastic. Okay. This is the Dapper Decor, and you have coordinating dies to go along with that. How fun is that? Look at those fun frames. Isn't that fantastic? This is the Lovely Layers Outdoor Kitchen. So this is going to create an awesome outdoor kitchen. You have tongs, you have a cutting board. I mean, this is going to be cute. I cannot wait. This is the Lovely Layers Boat. So that's could be perfect with that water stencil. The Lovely Layers Muscle Car. That's going to be fun. Oh, I love this. Lovely Layers Vintage Bug. How cute is that? Oh my goodness. This is the Display Box A2 cover plate. Let me grab what goes in that really quick. Maybe I will. I'll find it. Oh, here we go. Then you have Display Box Tackle add-on. So all of these tackle box things would go inside of the Display Box A2 cover plate. Totally perfect. You have hooks and a knife and all kinds of fishing things. I don't know all the terms. I like to fish, but I don't know anything about it. Lovely Layers Gallery Wall Frames. Gorgeous. This is the Lovely Layers Gallery Wall Gentleman add-on. So that would go with this. You have the Lovely Layers Man Cave. So fun. You have a pool table. That is so fun. Then you have the Lovely Layers tackle box, and I think you could put those other fishing things, some of those in this tackle box, and that would be fantastic. You have the Lovely Layers Toolbox Mechanics add-on. How fun. You have all the fun tools. It looks like an oil can, gloves. Okay. And then the fishing vest, I just did a video for Honeybee on Wednesday for this. This was fun to put together because it opens. So it's A2 sized, which is fantastic. Then you have some sentiments. You have Great Man sentiment. So you have Dad to the best in the world. Your strength shows. Strong heart, steady soul. Tons of sentiments, coordinating dies, of course. Well played, sir. Tons of fun sentiments. You are my hero. Relax, rebuild, repeat. Now that's a win worth celebrating. So fun stuff like that. You have this cute little refined details little die. This is the Game Time sentiment and coordinating dies. Love that. Then we have the On the Line stamp set and coordinating die. So you could, this is a red rubber stamp, so you're going to have a lot of detail with this. So you can absolutely stamp these, color them, and that would be cute. And then finally, the Lovely Layers Hoosier Cabinet Wet Bar add-on. So the Hoosier Cabinet, I think, came out at a Christmas time, I think. Don't hold me to that because I don't remember for sure. But you can add this to that. Darling. So, and then you get layering guides from Honeybee to show you how to put all the lovely layers together. Okay, let me just put this up. And now we can get started on our cards. So again, I just want to share that with you. I have everything linked and listed below for you guys. I do get affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anything if you decide to use them, but it does give me a little bit of money, which is helpful to, for my work, for making all these fun cards with you guys. And again, now I'm going to work on the SBC Fest. So I'm going to show you what comes in the kit minus the stencil. Hers, Lea Lawson. This is Lea Lawson's kit. Her stencil is a butterfly stencil as well. Mine's just different. So I just looked in my stash and found a scrapbook.com butterfly stencil. And I'm using that. Hers has bigger and different sizes in the kit. So let me show you the kit and then I'll show you what I'm going to also be using. So in the kit, you get the watercolor patterned paper. I believe it's the 6x8. It might be the A2 sized. And I don't remember right now. But gorgeous, gorgeous papers. You have the light and dark of each color, multiples. I think you get like 5 of each color. So we're using that. You are going to get the heirloom butterfly. So let me back up. The watercolor paper you can get outside of the kit. The heirloom butterflies, this is so pretty. You cannot get outside of the kit, at least right now. We're going to use these. These are stunning. The essential sentiments you cannot get outside of the kit right now. This has 4 different sentiments. You have your shadow and your line pieces, I guess I'm going to call them. And then this is the nested vintage label, and you can get this outside of the kit. So when I have listed things, I listed the kit and then I listed the things that you could also get separately. And so we're going to use this. And then of course it comes in these nice bags, which is really nice. These project bags. I use these for all of my cross stitch stuff. So they're useful for anything, but that's what I use mine for. All right, let's get going on our stuff. So I decided it would be fun to make tags. I'm gonna take my shoes off. I'm getting hot. Okay, so I'm gonna make 2 tags. And I really did keep 2. Oh, let me show you the stencil. I really did keep 2 the kit, with the exception of this stencil, because I didn't have the stencil that came in her kit. But I have this stencil, so this works perfectly. So we're going to play with that. We're also going to play with sea foam. This is a luster marker. We're going to splatter with this. I'm super excited because it's so pretty. And do a tad bit of stenciling. Really super easy tags to put together. So let's start here. Okay, how has everybody's week been? I went through all of that stuff. How has everybody's week been? My week has been okay. I'm glad it's Friday. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Okay, I'm going to put that stuff aside. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did. So I took these nested vintage label dies. Pull out the ones that I used. I had to do this ahead of time because I had to make sure that it was going to look right, and I didn't want to take forever on a live. That's just how my brain has been. Good morning, Deborah. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I appreciate that. Yes, I'm back, and last week was just kind of a rougher week, and I just needed a little bit of downtime, so I took last Thursday and Friday off. Yes, yes, Deborah. Okay, so I took the largest of the nested vintage label dies and die cut from Craft Cardstock. This is Gina K Craft Cardstock. And I actually did it 3 times. So I have a solid back, and then I have my 2 other pieces here. Then this piece, because this is the top piece, I just picked a size. I wanted to have a good size frame. So, you know, this is just your personal preference of how you want to do anything. And I cut out a window. Then I took the next smallest one because now I want to create a frame look on the inside. So I took the next smallest one and die cut it from, if I could grab it, from white cardstock. So that's how I did this one, because I just wanted to have some fun, pretty layers, because I love nested dies, and this is one of the great ways to use them. So it's going to look like this. And then we're going to add all of our pretty butterflies on top in our sentiment. Hello, Nan, you're here. A taste of spring this week. Now we have high winds. Deborah, good for you. Rest is important. Rest is important. Yeah, we have so much snow out there. It's been snowing for the last 3 days. And it's been really cold. But so it's been in like 30s. I think last night the low was 10. And literally next week is going to be like 60, high 50s, 60. So it's, yeah, crazy. Beverly, hello. It is okay that you're late. I'm glad you're watching at work. That's always fun. Margie, don't be sorry for being late. I have similar dies, but I have never cut frames. It looks awesome. Yeah, I love me a nested die. Okay, so I think so that's the first one. I'm going to show you the second one because I want to do some stenciling and splattering all at once. The next one's going to be, I say a bit more simple, but we'll see. Oh, I need that butterfly die. Let me grab, oops. I'm losing dies everywhere. Hold on. I'm going to put this back in because I'm just going to, I'm flinging things. I just don't need that. I don't need to try to go find these. Or my son's Kitty would probably find them. She is in love with my craft room. Okay, let me just grab this. Okay, so what I'm going to do on this guy, and again, we'll go through it, but I kind of want to give you an idea. And I'm praying that it works well. If not, we'll be die cutting a new front. I'm going to take the largest of those heirloom butterflies, and I want to die cut it. Now, you notice it's going to hang off a little bit, but I actually am looking forward to that. So we're going to die cut that. That's going to give us 2 pieces. And then we're going to place, I have some layered butterflies, but we're going to place that in the opening just to do something a little bit different. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do there. But I want to do some splatter, some stenciling and splatter first. So I'm going to get some of the things out of the way that I don't want. Okay. Margie, nested dies. Love nested dies. Yes, 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 yes. Me too. You know what? Let me grab that. Grip mate really quick. Do I have it right way? Not that I mean, I guess it doesn't work. All right, so let's take this butterfly stencil, and I am going to keep it really simple with the stenciling. I'm going to use cracked pistachio. Distress Oxide. Because it's kind of matches some of that watercolor paper that we're going to be using. Let me get my little ink blender here. And then let's just go. I've been seeing all this crazy weather happening in a lot of these places in California and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my goodness, I think it snowed in Vegas, which, you know, every once in a blue moon it does. It's just crazy. It's been so warm, and then all of a sudden it's freezing. Okay. Have you guys been watching the Olympics? Oh, I like it. That's cute. I'll splatter both things at the same time. Okay, let's see. I love that. My friend Marisha, hello. I went onto your live last Saturday, but you were already done, and I was so bummed I missed it because I was trying to make sure to remember to come. I couldn't watch the whole thing, but to come say hi. And I missed it, and I'm so sorry, friend. Oh, Margie, you were under a tornado watch yesterday. Oh my gosh, that is so scary. You are so brave. That's so scary to me. That's what I tell my husband. Like, we live in a place where you just don't, I mean, you get a small earthquake every once in a while, but nothing crazy. I just don't know that I could handle it. I'd be a nervous wreck all the time. I feel so bad, friend. I really did. I was like, oh no, it's already been done. I think it had been done for like an hour. Okay, let's do our other piece to our second tag. And I'm not super worried if it's like a perfect stenciling. I kind of like when it's not on some things like this, you know? So some areas might be a little darker, some might be a little lighter, and I'm kind of okay with it. All right. Get this out of the way. Oh, so pretty. Oh, I like that. Cracked Pistachio is such a pretty color too. All right. Way. Okay, let's move this guy. Do a little bit of splatter. I was looking through my luster markers from scrapbook.com, and I thought, I need some of these. Okay, I think I want a little splatter on this background piece. I'm not going to bring in the white piece. I don't want it on that. Small earthquakes would make me shake from fear, Nan says. I mean, they're really tiny, though. Like, you know, we've had a couple that it kind of shakes the house really quick, but like nothing falls. Like, it's not hard enough. And by the time it's over, by the time you realize what's happening, it's already over. I couldn't imagine where like it's like moves the ground, and I just, yeah, that would be crazy. Okay, so this is seafoam. I'm gonna squeeze a little bit out. Work surface, and we're just gonna splatter. I love splatter. I've been doing so much of it lately. I like that big drop. So I think I need to aim my brush down. Okay, we'll squeeze out a little bit more. Marisha, how is your day going? My sweet friend. Okay, so I told you that my son has a new, a cat we've had for a little bit now. And she really does love my craft room so much. And I have a chair in here, and she just curls up in it and sleeps in it all the time. It's just the funniest thing that she loves it. Okay, I like how that looks. Not too much. And it's going to be more, it's going to be kind of green, but it's going to be a little more blue than the cracked pistachio. But I like that. It's going to be a little different. Thank you, Margie. So let's set these guys aside to start drying. And if I have to dry them more when we're done putting the butterflies together, we will do that. We're going to kind of glue everything else together, and then hopefully it'll be dry. I got ink on my hands. Do you guys have any plans for this weekend? Anything going on? Oops, let go. My husband and I had talked about going to down south, well, like 45 minutes from our house, the little town, next town over. And because they have their parade of homes, and I don't know if your guys' states have like parade of homes and things like that, but they have it here. And so they have all these big, beautiful homes. I mean, some of them are like millions of dollar homes, not all. And they just kind of show them off. And then some builders have certain things they put inside. People like door companies, window companies, fixtures, countertops, they kind of show all that stuff off. And it's like really, really fun. We talked about doing that. I'm not sure if we're going to or not. Okay. So we've got these different sized butterflies. Let me pull this die out again to show you. So you have these different sized butterflies. So this little piece here is going to go on the bottom of this smallest butterfly. But I'm going to layer some of these. This definitely fits in here. I'm going to layer this on here, and then I'm going to layer this on here so we can have multiple different butterflies. And I wanted a lot of pretty layers. Oh, hold on. And then I decided to go with white for the bodies instead of black. I just think normally I like that sharp color, but this time I just was like, oh, it's really soft and pretty. And so I want to go soft and pretty. Nan, I love looking at other people's homes. Me too. If they're kind of in my price range, it makes me sometimes hate my own house. But if they're like millions and millions of dollars, I'm like, I would never get that house anyways. And so I don't hate it. But when my husband and I were first married, we lived in Vegas, and we were buying our own house. And in Vegas, they have tons and tons of model homes. I mean, we looked at so many houses before we bought our first house. It was so silly. I started to think we were never going to find a house. So we've always done that, and I just love it. Okay, so I'm just going to add glue to that back part of the body. Thank you, Margie. So these are die cut from that watercolor patterned paper, and it's just so pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to add glue in the centers. That way we can bend up their wings, and these tags can have some dimension, you know, because you're not sticking it in an envelope. So you can put it on a gift or whatever, you know. All right, so let's stick this guy in the center here. Make sure that's lined up. So yeah, we love to look at houses too. So we might do that. We have it here in our town too. Which is fun. Line this up down here at the bottom. But yeah, I've been watching a little bit of the Olympics. I'm just really into the ice skating. Okay, I'm going to let those dry for a second, and then I will glue the bodies on. Let me go to these other ones really quick. And we'll get all of them glued. So the second tag is only going to have 2 butterflies. Let's see. Nan, when I lived in Fairfield County, they would have shows each year with historic homes. Loved going through and seeing how they maintained them. Oh, that would be so fun. Historic homes, yes. I do too, Deborah. Yes, Elaine, I think the colors are so pretty. So on these, they have a darker and lighter side. Obviously, I'm going with the lighter side, but I just think that's what's so great about pattern papers. Like when you get paper packs, like all the decisions are done for you. You don't have to decide, you just pick out of it and you just go, yeah, that all of that goes well together. So that's how we're going to do that. All right. All right. Let's go back to this. We'll get these bodies glued on here. So again, this is Lea Lawson's kit from the upcoming SBC Fest, which my friend Marisha has also been an instructor for too, which is always fun. Guys, a little crooked. Okay. Oh, me too, Marisha. I love it too. All right, let's get this little medium body on here. And you know, the kind of cool thing is we don't have to do anything extra to the butterflies. Just, you know, because that watercolor paper, or even if you did a pattern paper, already has, you know, some interest in it. It's not just a solid color. Not that it's a problem if it's just a solid color. But it already gives you some interesting detail to your butterflies without having to do anything for it. Where's my nail? Don't tell me I lost something again. Pick Pro tool, where did you go? Well, I don't have to get the Oh, here it is. I'm like, I know I had it. So I die cut the shadow. Again, this is the Essential Sentiments dies that come in the kit. And I cut the shadow from Craft Cardstock, and then I just wanted the top layer, and I can't think of what it's called right now, to be white. I have the last 2 weeks, I mean, it's all the time, but sometimes it's worse because I'm going through stupid perimenopause. Last week I couldn't pronounce words right, and this week I can't think of anything. I cannot think of any words. It is so bad. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's just a little silly. So thankfully this week I can pronounce words, because I think that'd be really embarrassing on the live. I say that, and then the next thing I know I'm not gonna be able to pronounce a word. So I'm keeping the little dots to the eyes inside because I don't want to lose those. Can anyone craft and not lose at least one thing? No. No, I don't think so. But I just have never just don't lose things in general, and then I've lost things more recently, so I don't know. I'm falling apart, I think. See, I almost threw out those little dotted eyes. I have to be digging through my trash can. Actually, it's a trash box, because my son's kitty likes to sit in it and saw my paper. She's quite funny. All right, let's get all these little guys popped out. You guys making anything yummy to eat this weekend or this evening? Or I made some homemade macaroni and cheese yesterday for lunch, and that was really good. All right, let's glue these two together. I'm having two because I like the dimension of it. Just adds a little something extra. So yeah, I made some homemade mac and cheese yesterday. Oops. And I used a little bit of goat cheese, Gouda, and white cheddar. And then I made some homemade breadcrumbs from my homemade bread, and I added a little bit of garlic. And it was yummy. I think we'll have that for lunch again today. And I'm sure I've mentioned I don't eat regular, like, I do eat regular. I don't eat pasta. It's like from here, I eat imported pasta from Italy, which you can get in a ton of places. You can get a lot of it actually at TJ Maxx, which is really hilarious. But I do that because the flour works better with me. So, and my husband's like, yeah, I don't feel as full. It's just very different. But anyways, it was super, super yummy. And I cannot wait to eat more of that. What is the kitty's name? Her name is Mina. And she's cute. I call her Kitty Witty. Or Miss Kitty. I think I rarely use her name. Which is probably why I didn't tell you guys what her name was. And I'm not a cat person. I mean, I think they're cute. I'm more of a dog. I'm definitely a dog person. But I love her. And she's pretty sweet and funny. And a couple of times when I was cross-stitching, she jumped up in my lap, which was really weird because she really only jumps in my son's lap. She just wanted to hang out. And I just felt like, oh my gosh, this cross-stitching lady with a cat in my lap. It was pretty funny. Okay, let's get this in place, and then I'm going to dot the eyes. And I'm a little crooked. Let me straighten it out. Ooh, I like that. I've got Laura Greff's kit. It has butterflies too. Yes, it does. I did. Yes. And I did do a video with her kit. I have that on my channel just a couple videos ago. I made 2 cards actually with her kit. And they turned out lovely because, of course, the kit is gorgeous. Maybe it was the live that I did it. Maybe I did it on the live. See, now I don't remember. Okay, so I'm going to line this up. And then I can just put my little, hopefully they'll fall right into place. Nope, that one's not. You know, you just want it to work right. Okay. That one dotted. That one's gone because it's right here. No, it's not. Oh, gosh. That's funny. It is very dainty, yes. Okay, let me do the second little dots. I don't think it would matter. I don't think you would notice, but I already have them die cut, so might as well, right? Right, want to be difficult. All right, I think they're straight. Let me get my glasses on because I can't see. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can see so much better. Oh, and I still have it's on the tip of my, I'm so glad I looked. Okay. That one's done. So that one says thinking of you. We're going to put those aside. Let's go to our next one. And this one, I just did the word hi. And I'm going to do it in all white. Get this guy's out of the way. Go with you. And you are over here. Okay. This collection is stunning. So many great ideas to bring to life with this set. I agree, friend. Deborah, hello. First time catching your live. I'm so glad, Deborah. Thank you. Okay. Then we have the word hi. I like this little font. Very pretty. So let me glue. I have my little first dotted I in there because it fell out. So let's glue it on. White on white this time. Just for a little something different. You guys crafting on anything this weekend? Be it cards or other things? Okay. Let me get the second layer on here. I think, I mean, I won't be making any cards. I'm gonna probably just do some more cross stitching. Last Thursday, I ran down to Primrose Cottage because they had a beach release. And we all know how I feel about that. And so I went and snagged that up, and I did a bunch of starts. And so probably do more of that. And I have one that I have to finish. So I might work on that one a little bit for Easter. I think that's what I'll be doing. I made chocolate chip cookies last week. My husband's been begging for those. Okay, I love that. It's just all this fun dimension. You could do this in any color, which would be really fantastic. Marisha, I have a few card projects I need to finish up. That'll be fun. That'll be way fun. Okay, let's glue our bodies on here. Oh, joy. A little more glue. I am going to be cleaning a little bit when I'm done here. And to make sure that I wouldn't not clean, I already sprayed my bathroom down with all the cleaner. So either way, I have to wipe it up, right? Okay. Deborah is die cutting shapes for a friend. She needs about 100. Oh my goodness, what shapes are you die cutting? That is a lot. A lot of shapes. All right, those are dry. All right, let's start putting our tags together. Okay, use a tape runner. Hello, Tara. Nan, I'm babysitting my great-granddaughters. Oh my goodness, how fun. I may not have any energy for products after that. No, you would not. You absolutely would not. It's almost time for spring cleaning here. Yeah. It's just no fun. I'm hoping I'll be able to talk to one of my friends on the phone, and then we can chat while I clean. And then it's like, we're not even cleaning. We've been friends forever. Like when our kids were little, and we used to talk on the phone almost every day while we were cleaning and doing, you know, because we're both stay-at-home moms. And it really made it go fast, which was really nice. So I'm hoping she can chat today. And I'll probably get a lot of cleaning done. Okay. Let's glue this on here. Deborah, everything from triangles to roses, anything students can write thoughts on, they are going on a tree. Oh, that sounds nice. So is it like hung on the wall, like the tree's hung on the wall? That's kind of what I'm imagining. Okay, I'm gonna get my Crop-A-Dile out. My husband bought this for me, and this is the first time I've used it, so bear with me. I probably should have practiced. Okay, how far do I want to go? I'm going to do the 1/4 inch hole because I have this really pretty ribbon and it's kind of thicker. I wish I had it littler, but I don't. That's awesome that you're doing that for your friend. It is awesome, Tara. You are a good friend indeed. Nan says. Okay. So I'm going to do this first before I have everything on. I feel like I can't see a thing. We'll just pray that it's centered. Oh, that punches nicely. Hey, I did well. That was 3 layers, you guys. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay, let me do this one we have to die cut. So let's finish this one. I'm getting ahead of myself, and then we'll get to the second one. Okay, so we have that. Let's glue on our pretty butterflies. And now that all that liquid glue is dry, mess with the wings here a little bit. And with that double-sided paper, you've got color on the other side, which is awesome. So let me just kind of see how we want to put these guys. I think I'm going to add this sentiment right here. I think also stenciling maybe in white ink would also be really, really pretty. Let's put this guy up. Oh, I like that. And then you can stamp on the back or write on the back, however you want to do that. I'm leaving it blank because that's just me. That's what I do. So I like this hanging off. I like that hanging off. And again, it's a tag. You're not sticking it in an envelope, so I don't think there's any rules here. I want to make sure this is on well, though. Okay. Okay. Tara says, kids nowadays really need some type of encouragement. Yes. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Marcia. You guys are sweet. All right. So let's get you. Make sure you're straight. Okay. Kind of want to use a good amount of glue because I don't want this stuff going anywhere. Next weekend, my oldest son, his wife, and 2 grandbabies are going to go to Disneyland, and my youngest son is going to definitely try to go with them. So I'm very excited for them to go do that. That's something we've always done as a family. We haven't done it anymore. Oh, I like it. Okay, I'm going to set this aside to dry. Look how pretty that is, though. And then let's work on our next one. So, that big die again. I'm just going to lay this on here so I can kind of get an idea of how far over I want things to go. I'm not going to die cut the white. Just laying it on here as a guide. So remember, it's going to go past. And I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that this turns out nice. We'll see. A little scary. Sometimes I can't envision things unless I do it. But, okay, so let's tape that in place. And then I will remove the white. And I'm just using some mint tape. It's low-tack tape. We're going to run this through the die cut machine. All right. Yeah, I like it. All I need. Okay, so you could save this butterfly for something else. I don't need it. Let's see. Thank you, Angie. I just told Tara says I just told the hubby the other day that we needed to go something kiddos since mine are grown and have no interest in it. Yeah, it's hard when they're grown and they're no fun anymore. Actually, my kids are really quite fun. I'm very blessed. They're so fun. Okay, so we have 2 pieces here. Wish I would have thought about that little edge, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So I'm going to just, actually, I'm just going to inlay this back in so that way I can get it spaced how it should be, you know, top to bottom type deal. Get your fingers out of the way, Joy. Jeez Louise. This part I don't love. Okay, so this has to scooch over. About right. Top and bottom, I think so. Okay. Let's glue this bottom on. I just ran out of that. We'll use some liquid glue. That actually probably is better for me because then I can slide it around for a second. Line you up. We will get this close enough, right? All right. Oh, don't wiggle. Let me just make sure everything is good one more time. All right, I think we're good. Now let's do this one. I'll just keep this little edge. No big deal. Let me put this in place. Let me get this guy back down here to line up. Okay, and I'm going to straighten this guy out. Perfect. So this is my vision, and hopefully it'll be cute. Is when we put this other butterfly in, it'll be, you know, the wings are going to be up. I realized I was so quiet during that, you guys. I was thinking so hard. Yes, Tara, thank you. She said, don't forget to like the live. I appreciate that. Go there. So this will be here. Let me get it in the right spot. So I think that will look really nice. Switch over. It's not like perfect, but that is okay. I'm okay with not perfect. That's going to be pretty. I like it. So let me add some liquid glue back here. Margie, thank you. Thank you, Nan. All right. Let's put this butterfly in here. And then you see it goes past. I like that. I like that it kind of goes outside of that line. Eraser here though, because I got from glue, we got a little bit dirty. Elaine, you're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Margie. You guys are just the sweetest to me. All right. So it's a little off. I don't think it's the end of the world, actually. So what I'm going to do is let that, oh, joy, sliding things around. Okay. There we go. I love that. Add a little bit more glue over here. I don't know. It's just a little something different. You know what I mean? Like, you can stick a butterfly on top or make a butterfly shaped hole. And if you didn't want to have to deal with piecing the top and bottom together, just use the next size smaller butterfly and then you don't have to deal with that. But I like to complicate my life, so I do that. All right, then we have our little one here. I have a very old same, or I tend to forget. Old train of, yeah, old brain, yeah. I'm glad you say that, Tara, because you know, and it's handmade cards. Like it's not always going to be perfect. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, what I'm going to do is punch a hole. And I'm going to go down onto this part, onto the craft cardstock. Let me see. Hopefully I'm straight. Good enough. Good enough, right? Oh, I'm crooked. You know, we'll put this butterfly next to you. You won't even know it's crooked. That's funny. Okay. Let's get this little butterfly on here. And then we have the high sentiment. I think I'm gonna, my original thought was right here. I don't know now. Now I'm questioning. I like it there. We'll go with that. Okay. Let that dry for a second. Let's get out our ribbon. And then we'll finish off with a little bit of, think we'll put a little bit of sequins on it because I like that. Oh. Right. Just stick on there, please. There we go. So this is the peach ribbon. This is the 12 millimeter from Dress My Craft. And I thought that'd be really pretty because I kind of have peachy orange colors on here. And I'm just going to do a quick, like, I'm not going to do anything fancy. But you definitely could add a bow. I'm not even trying to do a bow on a live. I'm just not going to do that. That would be funny for all of us. I think. If you don't have ribbon, you could use twine or whatever. Oh, that's pretty. That was very pretty. I think I'm going to tie a little knot at the top. No, I don't want to tie a knot at the top. Because you'd probably just tape this tag on anyways. But I am going to trim it down a little bit. Just straighten that out. I like that. I think that's pretty. I'm gonna have to recut that with my fabric scissors. Let me grab those because that looks really bad. Snag that real quick, maybe. Okay, I'll have to do that later, but I'm going to just clean that up a little bit because it's just a little jagged from cutting it with my paper scissors. Shame, shame. Okay, let's do the next one. Do the same thing. And then we'll add some gold sequins. All right. And I'm just going to pull that through the loop. I think this is kind of my go-to way of how I always do my ribbon or even my twine. Oh, these are pretty. I love these. Okay. I was debating on whether I wanted to add gold sequins or not, but I'm gonna. So I think it'll be really pretty. Just a few. Ooh. Okay. And again, you can write on the back, to, from, if you have a stamp set. I do. I did not feel like digging it out if I'm being completely transparent. I have to search. I have to search for it. I don't know where it's at, and I just wasn't up to it. But you guys can imagine what that looks like, right? Okay, let's get a few of these. I think I like that. Let's go with that. Thank you, Nan. I think they turned out really nice. What a fun kit. What a fun, fun kit. I think even white, like pops of color or Nouveau crystal drops, I think also would be really pretty on here, but I wanted to just kind of elevate it one more with the gold. But I do think the other would be really pretty. And then put a couple over here. I tend, most of the time, I didn't on that first one, but I tend to kind of put my sequence around my sentiments most of the time. I think it just kind of brings your eye to it. Okay. Cute. All right, guys. these are done. I love these. These are way, way fun. I think they'll straighten out once all that liquid glue has dried. Okay, so here's our first one, making that little framed window area. If you were doing this, if you're translating this to a card, you could pop it up and create dimension. I just didn't want to deal with that with having to punch a hole. So I didn't do that on here, but it was, every part of me wanted to, every cell in my body wanted to add dimension, but you could do that. But you could also do it on a card that way as well. You could turn that into a shaker window, just add some acetate, and that would be really cute. I love that. I just think that is really, really fun. And then this one, you know, cutting that shape, and you could, if you did a smaller one, you could cut a butterfly shape and make that a shaker window as well, and that would be really cute too. But I just think these turned out really, really pretty. I love them. I love them. Okay, I'm going to flip this around, and then I'll show you from the front camera. Okay. Sometimes you have better light. Really, really pretty. Love it. Love that one too. Oh my goodness, they turned out so cute. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Marisha. You guys are so sweet. That was fun. This was a faster live. Normally they've been going a lot longer, so this went really fast. So yeah, that is really a good time. I'll be back here next Friday. Again, that's my plan. Every Friday I'll be here, and thank you guys for joining me. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for crafting along with me and chatting with me. I love that so much. Yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you guys have a, thank you, Nan. I hope you guys have a really fantastic weekend. I hope next week is going to go really well for you guys. And I'll be back next Friday. I'll have some other videos coming out on my channel. In the meantime, I have a couple. I just put out Spellbinders club kits, all 8 plus the bonus and exclusive die. So that's out on my channel. A card from some Hero Arts release products that was just out on my channel. So if you guys want to check those out, you can. Thank you again for joining me today. I always enjoy it so very much, and I'll be back next Friday. So I'll see you guys then, and thank you again. Bye.